After I graduated from my university, I started working for a USA company. It's called the Tandy Corporations. The trading division is called A&A. That is the home appliance and the computer products OEM sourcing company. And I got a job in Tokyo, and the second year I was transferred to the headquarters, Fort Worth, Texas. And I worked there for 3 years when I was single. And for 3 years I didn't come back to Japan at all. And after I came back to Japan, I got another business opportunity and started working for Dell Computer. Founded the company by 2 people. That's back in 1989. At that time, to incorporate a company, they need 5 employees. Not today, you can even incorporate a company by 1 people, right? Only 2 people, right? So after I joined, I even didn't know, well, what shall we do? We cannot incorporate a company, we cannot open the bank account, we cannot rent the office, right? That's how I started, without thinking deeply. And then using both wife's name and also the lawyer, in total 5 people, incorporate the company. That's how we started, but that is not Dell Japan, but that is called the Dell Far East, which that Tokyo office manage all the components, strategic component sourcing and OEM projects in Japan, and cover from Korea down to Singapore. That is international procurement office, so-called IT office. That's how the operation started in Asia. And I'm the second employee when I started '89. And at that time, nobody knew what the Dell was, right? And when I joined, brand name was still the PCs Limited, and the company name was Dell Computer. And long story short, after I joined, six years later, Dell decided to do the sales in Japan, not by Dell directly. They use the reseller partner, Mitsui Bussan Digital, one of the Mitsui group. So first Dell started to sell the computer in Japanese market. That was through the Mitsui Bussan Digital. And 1 year later, Dell decided to do all the sales and marketing by themselves. Then they incorporated Dell Japan Inc. That is mid-95, I believe. At that time, by 2 people, and Mitsui Bussan Digital era was about 50 people. And when Dell decided to do all the Japanese local sales, employee jumped up to the 120. Very interesting era in 7 years. And after I worked for Dell for 7 years, starting by 2 people up to the 150 or 70 or whatever, I also decided another challenge to go back my hometown. I came from actually Hofu city in Yamaguchi, and I went back there to help my parents' business, which is a retail store for baby clothes, apparel. Worked there as a shop manager for 6 years, and I got another headhunt, and I was asked to help the IT startup company. And as a consultant, I took that job and then incorporated the company in Seattle. That's how I first went to Seattle. And first year, I succeeded to incorporate the company and form the company. And I decided to commit my responsibility to the company. So I left my hometown and went to Seattle with my family. And I ended up living in Seattle for 16 years over there. But while I'm there, as you know, there is the working visa. And after I changed the job, I started working for the consulting company and working kind of the condition was not, what shall I say, guaranteed because of the working visa. So at that time I also applied for green card. And luckily, in 1 year, I got a green card. And then I decided to be independent consultant. That's when I incorporated my own company, Enlinx Partners, back into the 16 years ago. And I've been helping the all the startup companies last 16 years. And now, why I'm here in Fukuoka, Japan. While I'm working there, one of the clients want to expand their business in Asia, based study in Japan for B2B business, and I also succeeded to make some partners with the big companies. But to make that a B2B company, if they don't have the branch office in Japan, they don't proceed further with the business agreement, because those Japanese companies cannot believe the startup who do not have the branch office locally here, which means they don't commit their business to make a success locally in Japan, right? So I help them to incorporate the office here, and they asked me to take care of this branch office worldwide as a country manager. That's why I came to Fukuoka from Seattle. But right after I came, 1 year later, as you may know, there's a COVID-19. Everything's shutting down, right? And then I decided not to go back to Seattle and stay here to keep current my business. And here I am. First, why Fukuoka from the United States? Why not Tokyo, right? First, I chose Fukuoka, and I had a little bit, I didn't say tough, but I took a long time to convince my clients' board members. Hey, Hiroshi, thank you for helping us to start up our branch office in Japan. And then everybody thought it's going to be Tokyo. And I said, Fukuoka. What? Where is that? And why? Right? First of all, current internet era, I think Tokyo era is getting over. It's too crowded. And then rather than to be the tail of the big cow, I try to be the head of the chicken. And then to make that kind of small startup USA company to get attention and aware, in Japan, smaller city or recent, size of city, what's better? That's first my reactions. And then I also looking at when Japan office is not only for Japan, also my experience at Delaware in the Far East. Fukuoka is the best gateway for the APAC, Asian territories, to expand the business. That's the second reason. And the third reason, luckily at that time, the mayor, Takashima-san, the Fukuoka City mayor, visited Seattle, and I was invited to luncheon, and I was sitting right next to him and having lunch, and then I introduced myself, blah blah blah. And then I have the one client, and at that time I also invited the CEO. I take this company to Japan, not to Tokyo, to Fukuoka. I committed that in front of the mayor. And more important, I don't say more, also very important is the quality of life, the balance. If I come back to Japan, city of Fukuoka has a very good quality of life. And then if I live there, rather than Tokyo, I want to live in Fukuoka. I also graduated from the university here in Fukuoka, so I know Fukuoka. So those are the reasons why I came back. And then after I came back, starting making awareness, and up to now, I also have a lot of the traffics or communication to meet inbounds and outbounds startup here in Fukuoka. And as you know, Fukuoka is the only city the young generation, population is increasing in Japan. And right now, the downtown Fukuoka is changing a lot. And I feel with the energy, here in Fukuoka. But with half an hour away, you can enjoy the nature, beach, mountains, hot spring. So working here to commute is only 15 minutes. If in Fukuoka, if you say, oh, I take more than 30 minutes, I think everybody's what? Right? Tokyo, 1 hour or 2 hours is the average. 2 hours commute by day, one day you spend 4 hours in the train, right? I can't live that kind of lifestyle anymore. Here, 15 minutes, half an hour for round trip to commute. But in Japan, there's a joke about Fukuoka among the business people. Do you know? They say if you are told to go to Fukuoka to work, they cry twice. Do you know why? I'm working at the headquarters in Tokyo. Hey, Hiroshi, you got to transfer to Fukuoka branch office. What? No, I want to stay here in Tokyo headquarters. Why do I have to go to Fukuoka branch? And then I cry once, right? 3-5 years later, they say, hey, Hiroshi, time to come back to headquarters. I go, no, I don't want to leave, Fukuoka. This is one of the best places to live. So I don't want to go back to Tokyo. So they cried twice. Yeah, that much I think even among the business persons, Fukuoka is a very, very popular place to go. Yeah. If your business is very good to fit in Japan, same business or model can be accepted in the foreign countries. If foreign countries like a USA company has the same business model with the US business market success, and if they come to Japan, they can push them away. Have a bigger dream for your own business, your business. Not only the domestic market, but also the worldwide market. But worldwide market does not mean always US and Europe. I also focusing or encouraging the young generations for advance look at the APAC Asian territories. To enjoy the business with friends and companies, we also have to enjoy our daily life. Otherwise, I can't do the good job. On behalf of Fukuoka citizens, I think this is one very good place to live and to do the business. I pretty much, confident to invite the foreigners or startup companies who want to start their business in Japan.